Ladies and gentlemen, welcome, welcome, welcome. Happy Friday. How's everyone doing today? Guys, market's getting a little spicy. Ooh. Very, very spicy indeed. Today is DCA day. Smash the like button. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome, welcome, welcome. Happy Friday. Guess what? Tomorrow, most of us probably don't have to go to work, which is pretty sick. I thoroughly enjoy that idea, that concept, that privilege. Hey, what's up? Guys, happy Friday. Bitcoin's currently trading at 113, 334.77, looking good. A little bit of a retrace going on right here. We did break below our 115 support level and our 115.766 little temporary support level that we're keeping an eye on. Let's go refresh our liquidation heat map first things first and see where we're at. How's everyone doing? You guys got any plans for the weekend? Look at that. We liquidated some bulls. Get a little bounce right here. 112 to what does that say? 112.689. Wow, 112 is just kind of crazy. Just the concept of how low we've gotten. Not really. Tom Scout said Trump just literally shot the messenger. What happened? 111.526. What do you mean? Like the president actually shot somebody? 114.209. And then let's go to this big guy right here, 115.103. All right, let's see where that takes us. So far, this is probably the range that they're going to trap us in for the weekend, which stinks, but it is what it is. What are you going to do? I can't even say that anymore without thinking of The Sopranos. No spoilers, though. If you know, you know. How's everyone doing today? We got oversold RSI on the 4-hour time frame, which is great, actually. And your momentum wave is also oversold. He fired the person who reports the job numbers for reporting the job numbers. Dang. I thought that the job numbers were... I don't understand. Were they bad? I guess I didn't look yet. Let's see. U.S. job numbers. Trump fires a senior official over job numbers. Lying about her role in 2024 campaign. Ooh. Job market weakens in July. Uh-oh. Dang. That's actually really funny. Like, that's a shame for her job, but the comedy's still there. Tom Scout said they were effing awful. Were they? Dang. Let's get that stimmy. They should probably just send out a stimmy, you know, just to be sure. Just, you know, keep everybody safe. Bitcoin 113.431.35. We're getting a little baby rebound here. Maybe all the jobless people will go throw with remains of their life savings into Bitcoin so that they can have a future. Not financial advice. We are currently down 2.04%. Let's see if we hold this range for the weekend and just chop. But we did liquidate the heavy liquidations to the downside. We'll see what comes of it. ETH currently down 5.8% on the day. Broke below 35, currently sitting at 34.84. Next support, 33.66. Unless this midpoint bounce that we've received right here is going to hold, and then we can rebound up a little bit. Maybe we overreacted and we get back up here and just stabilize. That'd be nice. I'm sure that all of the other alt charts are going to look very similar. Tom Selexcoat said, and they revised down the last two. That I did know. We actually talked about that on stream. Basically, the headlining report, job report numbers are useless. Headlining numbers are useless, which I don't even know why they even do that then. Because if they're going to just change it later, then what's the point of even publishing it, making a big fuss about publishing it in the first place? Don't publish it until you know for sure. That's so weird. That's the weirdest thing to me. I don't know. It's all political theater. Sol is down 5.79% on the day. We got above our purple trend line for a hot second, and then we continue to break down. We were trying to hold 167, broke below that as well. Currently sitting at 162.24. 156 should be really strong support, but we'll see. We do kind of have like a reaction right here. Candle body is at our midpoint. Wick goes a little bit below. RSI is oversold on the 4-hour time frame, which is good in terms of a potential rebound. And your momentum wave is also oversold, but we did just get a red dot. Total 3 down 2.53%. Currently trading at 956.88. If 939 fails, then 883 is in the cards, which is pretty dicey. Pretty dicey. I will say we have been holding this trend line pretty strong. And if this does come down and touch it, then that would actually continue to go with this theme. It's just touch and go every single time. So the median is still holding strong, and we're kind of right there, right at that midpoint. So again, you know, I'm not gonna panic. I don't think there's any reason to panic, midterm or long term. I think there's a bug in my shirt. Trying to figure out what the hell that was. Am I tweaking out? What the fuck was that? I think I might be hallucinating. I swear to God, something just tickled my side. What the fuck? Hello? I'm not sure what to do. Okay, I'm not wearing that. Fuck that. Now I'm gonna be paranoid for like a week, put my damn clothes on. Stupid. Oh my gosh. I don't think I've ever had that happen to me before. Okay. We're good. I think there was a bug in my shirt. I'm sitting here talking, and then right down my side, right here, I felt something just go. No clue what it was. It could have just been my shirt moving, but it was a little too uniform, a little too like bug-like. I don't know. It freaked me out. I maybe panicked a little bit, just a little bit, but I kept it together because I'm a man with a beard, and I punched it. Okay, anyways, let's not get sidetracked today, guys. Let's try to be serious. I'm gonna take a sip of my chai latte. We're gonna reset. Everybody, deep breath. Okay. Cheers. Happy Friday. Happy DCA day. Ooh, delicious. Absolutely delicious. Okay. We talked about total 3. we do seem to be getting a reaction. RSI just barely oversold. Momentum wave, it's right in that lower. I guess technically it is oversold actually, but we'll see what comes of it. ADA's down 3.41%, currently trading at 71.41. We got a little bounce off of 70-ish, it looks like, maybe 69, 70. And we're holding that midpoint, which is probably right around 71, 72. Not much really going on here. RSI almost oversold. We could literally pull back to... We could pull back to... I don't know. I guess I would be comfortable with 60. I would be comfortable with 60 and call that a higher low. We did get a lower low right here, though. And that didn't really mean much. So maybe, I hate to say it, we might be going for that triple bottom. Which really, oh my gosh, people would freak out if we hit 55 again. But it could happen. It could happen. Gourmet Brands Brooklyn said I had DCA too. But is there a pill I can take for having more patience with this freaking market? Dude, I'm right there. I'm right there with you. I think Philly was the one in the Discord the other day. He's like, I'm losing my patience. And I was like, I'm chilling. Today I'm not chilling. I'm not chilling anymore. The chilling has left the building. I am now, I guess I wouldn't say, I don't know. I'm not trying to liquidate my portfolio and peace out, but the DCA is leaning a little more towards a stock portfolio because that's a longer term investment from the get-go. Like crypto's supposed to see, in my opinion, relatively decent returns in a faster amount of time because it's a smaller market. And I feel a little more well-versed in cryptocurrency, but man, that stock market's calling my name. It seems like maybe a more fair gamble is the right word. But I guess I haven't really made that much money in stocks to really, I guess, make that decision. SNEK is down 5% on the day, currently trading at 32. I mentioned this yesterday. As long as we're above 30, I'm happy. If we break below, then I'm a little bit sad. Flex said I asked for this, blame me. Damn you. I'm still, my brain is just stuck on that bug. Whatever the hell was just in my shirt. That freaked me out. And I don't know how it's been there this whole... There's no way it was even in there. That doesn't make any sense. I was like, I've been doing stuff all day. I got home. And what did I do? I got home and I did a bunch of stuff. I made tea. I've been sitting in this chair. I don't know. It doesn't make sense that there's a bug just chilling in my shirt for like an hour. And then it finally decides to move. Maybe it was on the outside. If it was on the outside, then I'm really alarmed because it felt heavy. Like, if it was on the outside of my shirt and I experienced that much sensation, then it was a big mother effer, which frightens me a little bit. Spider, I don't mind. I really don't mind spiders. We get spiders all the time. We've had pet jumper spiders, pet seller spider, like every spider you could imagine we've had as a pet, unironically. I literally learned how to catch flies in baggies, like Mr. Miyagi, but on crack, to feed my pet spiders. Whatever was just on me was a monster. I guess the worst thing I can think of is an earwig, but it was fast. I guess I've seen fast earwigs, though. Do you shake your clothes before you put them on? Apparently, no. Apparently, I need to. All right, let's get back into it. Maybe, you know what really freaks me out? I've been thinking about it too much now. I just bought this chair. Maybe it came from the chair. That freaks me out a little bit more. I see. We don't kill it. We don't even kill the stupid earwigs. We catch and release. Sometimes we forget about them and then they die in the jar, which is a little morbid, but it's the price you pay. Don't be creeping around my apartment. That's maybe a little more effed up than just squashing them. Well, let's stop talking about it, though. XRP is currently down 2. Actually, XRP's holding really well. Down 2.19% on the day. It is sitting at 295, right below 3. What is that? 290 that it keeps bouncing off of? Yeah. 290 seems to be really good support. it's teasing that $3 break though, which has me just a little bit diced out. This looks like a smaller version of what's happening, or what happened back here, which is curious. Volume's fallen off a little bit. I don't know. Would I be dumb if I shorted XRP? Would that be really dumb? Flexus said, caught my brother and his friend chopping heads off snakes in the woods when he was little. LOL. Okay, that's a little messed up. I'm not gonna tell my story. My story might have that story beat. Was there a quantity? What quantity, Flexa? I probably shouldn't have even gone there. But yeah, XRP is down 2.4%. It's holding 290 really good. We'll see where we end up. HBAR is down 3.9% on the day. Little midpoint. We did lose our cancer curing range again. It's all just manipulation. Yeah. I don't have any feelings about it any which way. You know, it's bearish and the price is going to go down. It's probably going to retrace probably farther than everyone thinks. And it sucks, but it happens on a regular basis. You know, we have fun and then everyone's pissy. We have fun and then everyone's pissy. We have fun. What comes next? You know, right now, we're in the pissy part. When it rebounds and it goes to new all-time highs, that's going to be the time everyone's going to be like, oh my gosh, I never expected this. Lexa said, I don't know quantity, LMAO. I saw a few, though. Okay. Pray tell. I'm not going to say what it was, what I did. I was with my stepbrother. And it was quite possibly the entire population in a small body of water. Or it was a medium-sized body of water. It was a pond. That's all I'll say. I have regrets. That's one of the few things in my life that I regret because it was messed up. We were just dumbass kids and we were like, whoa, let's do this crazy thing. And then we did it and we were like, what the hell did we just do? Do not give your children, like you can give your children BB guns and stuff. If they're really easy to like load and you give them like a carton of BBs and there's 2 of them, 2 children, that's a bad combination. It is a bad combination. It was not fish, Flexa. It was not fish. It was not fish. Fish I would feel less bad about. HBAR down 3.68% on the day. Support at 24, a little midpoint. We're probably going down to 22. We'll see, though. Not quite oversold yet. RSI is not quite oversold either. We do have a red dot on the momentum wave. See if it pushes us down further. 24.15. Volume's falling off a little bit as well. I think everything's due for a retrace, unfortunately. Hopefully this is me being super duper wrong and then tomorrow everything's up like crazy and I feel like an idiot. I would be totally okay with that. Squeeze down 4.91% on the day. Fahid said, stop the dump. Why do I get a feeling this is the end of alts? Wall Street killed 99% of them. I don't know. I don't know why I actually genuinely don't know why you're getting that feeling. It's definitely a weird time. It is a weird time. I think this is all because of the tariffs today. The tariffs all going into place. So I'm not holding my breath. It's one of those situations where you go, oh, it's all downhill from here. And everyone's like, well, downhill is bad. Downhill's not bad. Downhill is the easy part. It's supposed to be the good part. You get uphill. Going uphill sucks because it's hard. Downhill is good. We're getting the hard part out of the way right now. All the crazy dumpage, everyone's scared and worried and freaking out, selling their bags. That's going to be over. The tariff scare is going to be over. We are maximum tariff right now. Max fear. Job numbers were bad. Everyone's freaking out about interest rates. Nobody actually cares. It's being so priced in right now. When we do finally go, there's not going to be any more FUD left to have. So from here now, what can happen with tariffs? We can get impromptu trade deals. We can get... That's basically it. They can pause them again. Whatever. All that stuff. Flexi said, wait, bull runs have pullbacks? This is another thing, actually. That's a good point. We talked about this every time the market starts pulling back. We mention it. The bull market, a pullback in the bull market is like minimum 20%. 20%, which is a big number. That is almost a quarter of what you had. So if you have 10K, you're probably going to have 7,500 soon. If you had 100K, you're probably going to have 75,000 soon. If you're that worried about it, you need that extra 25 right the hell now, take it. Take it. And then you can try to time getting back in, or you can just be happy with the money that you took out. DCA again later, do whatever you got to do. If you feel like you're getting ripped off right now, you should take some off the table, maybe. Not financial advice. Makes you feel better, makes you feel better. Sometimes you'll feel better, sometimes you feel like crap. You can take both chances. Would you rather? I would rather lose all of my money than have all of this crypto, sell it all right now, and then 3-4 months, a year, 2 years, 10 years down the road, do some math and be like, oh shit, I could have been a billionaire or a millionaire. That is so much worse than me losing a couple grand, 10 grand, 20 grand, 30, whatever, that minuscule amount of money versus what it could potentially be. In my opinion, the risk reward, and again, if I get liquidated, so be it. But I would much rather, I think I can mentally handle wasting a portion of money that I spent than missing out on potentially millions of dollars because I was an impatient little bitch. That's just my opinion. Pardon me. Tom Selleck's Goat said, Trump talking nuclear war with Russia doesn't help. It's all going to be priced in, man. Gourmet Brands Brooklyn said the rest of the market has to stop following Bitcoin already and create their own presence to have true value of their utility. I agree. That is what alt season brings. And it does feel like we're in a limbo where the market's trying to decide if it wants to be a traditional 4-year cycle or something different now. But we'll see. We'll see. I don't know. Sweet. If we do break 34 or 342, look for potential reaction at 325. $3 should be a decent size support though, but we'll see what happens. That was our breakout. So with Sweet, we broke out of that resistance at $3 and we never actually retested it. So if this is a retest, that could set us up for a pretty decent run. Lexus said Putin short, they're all mates. Public believe too much TV. I agree. Crypto manipulation trader said, what's a good long entry for Sweet? Why are you manipulating the charts, man? Me and my entire audience have a bone to pick with you, crypto manipulation. I'm just kidding. You said a good long entry for Sweet? If I was, so I'm not going to tell you what you need to do because I don't know your time frame. I don't know your risk tolerance. I don't know how much money you're playing with versus how much money you make. I don't know any of that stuff. If I was putting in a trade, a high conviction trade on Sweet for a long entry, I would look for $3. Now, I would obviously have a stop loss in there, and I would see there's a repeating pattern here. You get a little spike down, a little recovery, a little flat, and then it goes up. Spike down, recovery, flat, and then it goes up. It's probably going to do that again, or at least some semblance of that. And there's going to be an obvious trend line as well. See, it's right around $3. You might not even get that $3. It depends on how fast it goes down. Not financial advice, obviously. It could always break this and continue a downtrend because right now this is an uptrend. And uptrends eventually result in downtrends. Does that make sense? So you do have to consider a stop loss. You gotta know your risk tolerance, all that stuff. But I would be looking for around $3. Not financial advice, of course. Ondo's down 2.88% on the day. Currently trading at 89.26. 84 is going to be... See, 90 is a nice psychological number. I think 84 is a big number. Because, see, 80 was really big resistance, though. 80 should be really good support if we do break 84. Right now, we're dancing around 90, teasing. We're probably going to lose it. We'll see where we go, though. It's all dependent entirely on the market. The market right now is doing the whole Trump tariff thing, nuclear war, job FUD. Who cares? Who cares? Literally nobody cares, but there's a handful of people that care and they sell. Or maybe it's just the market maker, and maybe they're trying to push spreads down. Maybe this is a regular pullback, like Flexa said. Maybe it's a regular bull market pullback, and it just happens to be riding the wave of the monthly changeover and the tariffs and all that stuff. That Pulse player said, what we need is no more leverage BS. See, I don't even know if that's a factor, honestly. Because, I don't know. There's too many factors. There's definitely too many things to consider for sure. So Ondo, yeah, look for 84. 80 should be really strong support if we do lose 84, or even if we do lose 90. We got some wicks here indicating some buy pressure, so we'll see what happens. Aerodrome down 3.03%. Beautiful support at 76. 76 was our previous target, way down here from our waste management pattern. 76 was hit. We pulled back. We were calling for 45. We didn't quite get it. We bounced around 48. And then it continued. Beautiful. Kind of almost, I don't want to say double top. It's kind of just in an uptrend. It looks oddly similar to this. Uptrend, little baby downtrend. It's going to do the same thing over and over again. It's getting bigger, though. This one was small. This one's going to be a little bit bigger. And then it's going to probably keep doing that, scaling up while increasing in value over time. The median price goes up over time, which is all you really need to worry about. This is where DCAing kind of trumps, pun intended, trading. Unless you're really, really good at trading. The Heat said leverage is needed for the squeezes. See, I don't know if I feel that way either. I like playing in leverage, but my bulk of my money has always been made, and maybe that's just maybe that's my problem. Maybe I'm not good at trading, or at least not as good as I should be, or not playing with as much money as I should be. But leverage has always been a very small portion. Like a little bit of leverage helps me add to my dry powder, is what I would say. My spot bags have made me the most money out of everything. But it's always been micro caps. So you could argue leverage allows you to micro cap trade the blue chips. So I don't know. There's too many ways to look at things. It's all a matter of perspective. Aerodrome, if we lose 76, look for 66. It's going to get a little bit dicey. We could have midpoint support around 70, 71. We'll see what happens. RSI is not quite oversold. We do have bearish divergence, and your momentum wave is also not quite oversold, so just keep an eye on that. Volume's ticking up on that downtrend. Pinlink currently down 3.06% on the day, trading at 67.90. We're getting some semblance of support here. We got a little triple bottom action going on with these wicks, so we'll see if that turns into anything. Maybe a little shorter term inverse head and shoulders with the target around 85, 87. Otherwise, look for 60 to support. Right now, midpoint's holding up really nice. Render's down 5.2%. We broke our purple trend line, which is, making me a little bit sad. We lost 374. We're testing 350 right now. 350 should be really strong. And we kind of got a double up right here. So that might hold. And if that does, maybe we'll be trapped in this range again. See where we go. It's going to be fun to watch. Big wick to the downside, which means people are buying. Currently oversold. Momentum wave reaching oversold. Not quite there. Stellar's down 4.81% on the day. Ooh, we are breaking our lower support on this range at 38.50. We're at 38.16 right now. If we close below that, it could get dicey. Look for midpoint support around 35. Otherwise, 32.13 is in the cards. Once we break below that, this range is going to get a little funky because this was a big trading range that we were in. But we did shoot straight through it at that last second, so maybe not. It's going to be interesting. Polkadot's down 3.42% on the day, currently trading at $3.55. A lot of buys. Look at all those wicks to the downside. People are scooping it up. Volume's a little bit lackluster. Increased since back here. RSI is oversold on the 4-hour time frame. Momentum wave getting there. I think it's oversold technically right now, but nothing too crazy. Midpoint 355 holding nicely. Otherwise 333 is our next support. Below that, it's kind of over for Polkadot, honestly. The price on Polkadot has been so god-awful that if it loses 333, in my opinion, I might have to remove it from the watch list. And again, this kind of goes against my mantra, you're supposed to buy them when they're down bad, but nobody's talking about Polkadot. One of my go-tos is marketing, and they fumbled marketing bag so bad. I'm pretty sure they wasted like 20, 21, 25 million dollars, some ridiculous amount of money. And it just seems like it's in a never-ending downtrend. But maybe I'm being pessimistic. These just said, told you yesterday, Bitcoin dumps, altcoins dump more. You even have it on the title, lol. No, that's not how the market works. Did I say that? I don't think I said that unless I was being sarcastic. That's definitely what happens. Fartcoin is down 6.49%. Currently trading at 91.66. Fartcoin lost $1 and got a little dicey here. Yeah, there's no way I disagreed with you saying altcoins dump or Bitcoin dumps, altcoins dump more. That's what always happens. Unless we're in alt season, but Bitcoin dominance has been rebounding. Oh, that's delicious. Cheers. Welcome to Shoe. Happy Friday. Okay. Oh, Fahid said I'm scared of looking at Fartcoin. How the mighty have fallen. Yeah. Apparently, people don't want to invest in memes about farts when there's tariffs, I guess. Look for 83.27. But again, Fartcoin is one of those that when it dumps, it just dumps. It just does not care and it just dumps. So be careful. Flexa said, what about the crowd favorite, XRP? I already went through that. I'll go through it later if you want to look at it again. CAS is down 4.29%. Possible support at 8.2 cents. Otherwise, 7.6. Oh, I don't even think I got my 730. We're at CAS. Guys, less than 1 minute until the daily close contest. Ladies and gentlemen, Bitcoin currently trading at 113, 312, and 23 cents. Let me zoom in here. And fix my thingamajigger. He said I had a short on Fartcoin, flipped long because of Bitcoin support. Oops. So I'm not gonna say what I did. Actually, I'm just gonna abandon that conversation. Flexa said when XRP army is the loudest, time to short. 10 seconds remaining until you guys can begin guessing for the daily close contest. Flexa said they've been loud as F lately. Have they? I haven't seen them around. Ladies and gentlemen, get your guesses in for the daily close contest. Chance for you to win up to $100. I gotta go to the bank in the morning. Loving this chair, except for the fact that something definitely crawled up my back earlier. I'm blaming the chair on that. You know what's really funny is it could have been like a hair. My fiance has like really like her hair goes like past her knees. So it's very possible that a hair got up in there and like got like maybe it was dangling out the bottom and then it got caught on the chair and maybe I moved and the hair went down my back. Freaked me out. That's a possibility. All right, guys, we got that pulse player coming in with 113.420. We got Flexa coming in with 112.680 and 50 cents. We got Fahid coming in with 113.000. We got Gourmet Brands of Brooklyn coming in with 113.111.11. We got Tom Selleck's Goat coming in with 113.220. Flexa said, Josh, haha, it was a spider. Oh, no, I'm sorry. Josh said, haha, it was a spider. Flexa said, LMAO JJ. I don't know how to read today. It might have been a spider. It could have been a spider. It was fast. And again, I don't even know if it was in my shirt. It was outside of my shirt. Usually if that happens, I grab the part and I'll squeeze with my intention to kill whatever it is. And then I can inspect it later. Because then I want to like... Am I revealing that I'm a masochist? That pulse player said title defense for the goat. Yeah. Tom Selleck's Goat progressed up one bracket last. No, he didn't. Actually, he went from 9 to 10. So, but still. Flexa said crabs. Is that a thing? Can they crawl up your side? I thought that they like pubes and shit. That's another thing. I'm like, could it have been a hair? Because my leg hairs move sometimes, and I'm like, oh, and I like brush my leg, and it's literally just like leg hairs or my arm hairs or whatever. I don't have no hair down the side of my torso right here. I got chest hair and shit. Flexus said that would suck. Josh said, I had a half asleep dream a spider swung by my ear like a Spider-Man. They do that, dude. Cracks me up. I'm literally like hanging out on a job site or at my mom's. My mom freaks out too. And you look and you're like, oh, look at this little guy. And there's a spider and it's got like its ass like pointing in the sky. And you're like, what are you doing? And then it goes, woo, like right up my hat. It happens on a regular basis. It happened today at work. I'm like hanging out and I see something and I'm like waving at it. And then I see it and I'm like, oh, that's a spider. And I got to take my hat off and brush it on the grass so that the spider gets off my damn hat. They stick their butts up. They poop out spider silk and then it catches in the wind or onto something and then they just zip away literally like Spider-Man. Like that's actually a thing that they do, which if anyone's seen Charlotte's Web, you're all aware, but it's happening again, man. What is it? There's a sensation now. There's just a sensation that's always present. What do we got? We got less than 2 minutes remaining, guys. Get your guesses in for the daily close contest. We're getting sidetracked. I've been touched by an angel, and it was non-consensual touching. I would like to specify. Guys, 62 seconds remaining on the clock for you guys to get your guesses in for the daily close contest. Current rankings: we got Tyler in first place with 27 wins, Fahid in second with 20 wins, Hoffs in third with 15, Jay Shear 2.0 in fourth with 12. Mr. Robbers in 5th with 11, Tom Goat in 6th with 10, Janix and Waterfly tied for 7th with 8 wins, and 8th place we got Giovanni Fontes and Gourmet Brands of Brooklyn with 5. Flexus said, I'm glad I don't live in Australia. They just discovered a new stick bug in Australia that it's like the heaviest insect or something. It looks really cool, actually. Dude, I got so much cool footage. Oh, Josh coming in with a guest. There you go, my friend. Yeah, sometimes you gotta put letters and numbers. YouTube doesn't let it go through. 113, 267, 70. I got you. Yeah, I would recommend doing 3 numbers, a word, and then 3 more numbers, a word, and then your change. Ladies and gentlemen. 2, 1. Time's up. Time's up. Tom Selleck's Goats. Can you show us on the doll where the angel touched you? That's from Family Guy. Brilliant reference. Thank you very much. All right, let's get these bad boys sorted. Time's up for the daily close contest. We got 7 entries. 7? Nope, 6. I can't count either. I can't read or count. Welcome to JJ's Cryptic Corner, where he's entirely illiterate and incapable of doing math. Let's all invest our money now, based on what this guy says. 113, 420 from that Pulse player. Next, we got Josh with the 113, 267.70. Is Josh going to take it? That'd be crazy. Tom Selleck's Goat with 113, 220. Gourmet Brands of Brooklyn, 113, 111, 11. Where did that one go? Aha. There we go. Oh, that went all the way. That went back like 5 years. I miss the mall, man. They shut down my local mall. Kind of sad about it. We got Fahid coming in with 113 even. That might be a brilliant one. What if I was having a stroke or something? Is that a thing? Freaking out. Is it the chair? There's something wrong with my chair. And then we got Flexo with 112, 680, and 50 cents. You guys are watching my mental downfall. I'm just hallucinating now at this point. 112, 680, 50. Gotcha. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, Bitcoin currently, I can't, like, the reclining is so nice, but I'm totally going to fall. It's going to happen. Bitcoin currently trading at 113, 381 even. Josh is currently in the lead. That pulse player not far behind, but he is behind. 113,420. Brilliant guess. Is it going to pay off? Was it a risk? Bitcoin currently 113,385.99. We got less than 3 minutes remaining. 2 minutes 22 seconds left on the clock. Bitcoin trying to decide if it wants to go up or down. Altcoins equally screwed. The chair's making noise. I would like to report that the chair is making noise. It has done this like 3 or 4 times now. The downfall of the chair. Oh my god, it made noise again. The downfall of the chair is imminent. I did construct the chair myself. Should I have tightened? Maybe I should tighten the screws. Why is it making noise? I think I'm going to fall. We got 1 minute and 44 seconds left on the clock. Bitcoin 113,400. Right below that pulse player. $20 and 1 penny behind currently. 113.4 would have been a brilliant guess. Could you imagine losing that by a penny? Because it did just go to 113.399.99. 113.396.01. Josh still in the lead. 1 minute 18 seconds left on the clock. You guys got any plans this weekend? I don't really know. I think I'm gonna literally do nothing this weekend. I might make a video though. I got some ideas I wanna execute. Guys, 60 seconds left on the clock. This is the candle that will determine the fate of our winner this fine evening. Bitcoin 113,358.69. Getting a little red candle there. Currently down 0.02%. Oh, 0.04. Just doubled. 113,343.07. 44 seconds left on the clock. Here it goes. Josh still in the lead. He's got a pretty decent sized gap. Is it going to pay off though? Like I said, his guess 113,267.70. It is Price is Right rules. Closest without going over. If you do go over, your guess is void. Josh still in the lead. 27 seconds left. Zero said, yo, what's going on, Zero? Happy Friday, my friend. How you doing? Enjoying your weekend? Is it Saturday where you are? I don't know. I don't know what time zone everybody's in. 113,329 and 62 cents. 10 seconds left. It's getting a little dumpy here. Getting a little dicey. Here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. There it is, ladies and gentlemen. The daily close for Bitcoin, 113,297.93. Josh is our winner. 113,297.93. Congratulations, Josh, on your victory. Ladies and gentlemen, spam the bananas in the chat for Josh. Josh's guess was 113,267.70. Congratulations, Josh, on your victory. Ladies and gentlemen, spam the bananas. Let's go to the 4 hour. Zoom out. Let me get Flexes first. Flexa, Fahid, Gourmet Brand of Brooklyn, Tom Selleck Scout, Josh, and that Pulse Player. Thank you to our participants. Very indecisive candle from Bitcoin on the 4 hour time frame. Ladies and gentlemen, spam the bananas in the chat for our victor, Mr. Josh. Congratulations on your victory. Yay! And there we go. The heat goes. That chart scared me. Didn't realize it was a lower time frame. Isn't the 1 minute is entertaining, dude? That big dump. Zero said, LOL, what the F? We have 3 times 3 speed on YouTube now? Do you? That's actually hilarious. All right, ladies and gentlemen, spam the bananas in the chat for our victor, Mr. Josh. Congratulations, my friend. Flexa said, I'm going spray painting some speed cams. All right. Gourmet Brands of Brooklyn said, cutting the grass, landscaping, etc. Nice. All right, let's add Mr. Josh to our winner's Google Doc. Mr. Josh, I do have to ask, and you are legally obligated to inform me, are you Canadian? Yes or no? A yes or no will suffice. Are you Canadian? Yes or no? Ladies and gentlemen, can I get a drum roll, please? The winner of the daily close contest with a guess of 113,267.70 and an actual Bitcoin daily close of 113,297.93 cents on August 1st, 2025. Mr. Josh's prize is a grilled hot dog with a lovely toasted bun. Congratulations, Mr. Josh, on your victory. Enjoy your grilled hot dog. You can cut it up with a fork and knife. You can eat it with your hands. We do not have any condiments, so I'm going to maybe recommend you take it home and condiment it yourself. The condiments were not in the budget today. You are welcome to share it with whomever you see fit. Whatever you do, you are legally obligated to remove it from the premises. Congratulations once again. And we do have confirmation Josh is not Canadian. But he said, damn, we need more Canadians to win this war. You guys were invading for a little while. The tariff scared you off. Why is the chair making noise, dude? The chair's making noise. The chair's making noise. I'm being touched unconsensually. Something's happening. Bitcoin dominance 62.01. It did close right above 62, which is a little bit scary. Are we going to reject or is it going to break up? Technically have a higher low and a pretty decent wick. Are alts going to come back with a vengeance? Oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no. I don't want it to go up. Go back down. Go down. Go down. Hopefully that works. We'll see what comes of it. But where were we? Chart analysis. I believe Avalanche was next. Avalanche got a little bounce off of 2320. Little rejection at the midpoint. 24. Tried to hold 22. We had some wicks for support. Broke below midpoint. Close around 21-ish. Currently sitting at 2153. If we do continue down, 2078 should be support. Josh said nice. Flexa said JJ being sexually assaulted by the boogeyman. Gonna be pinned down by one of them sex demons in your sleep. Forget what they called. All I can think of is a scene from This Is the End with Jonah Hill. And then he's like possessed by the devil. And they're trying to exorcise him. They're like, the power of Christ compels you. And he's like, does it? Does it compel me? Guess what? It's not that compelling. Oh, that movie's so good, dude. That's such a good movie. But yeah, Avalanche looks actually really good here. We'll see if 20 holds. 20 should be a big, big succubus. That's what it's called. That's what it's called. Fahid said succumbus, which reminds me of plumbus. We're getting so sidetracked. It's called a succubus. Succumbus. Dude, succumbus is great. Succumbus. Succubus. Dude, I don't know if I would ride the succubus. I think I would be scared to ride on the succubus. Is it like, do they let anybody on? Is it gonna be a mystery suck? Like, is some creepy, fat, weird plumber dude gonna show up? I don't think I'm getting on a succubus. No, thank you. I'll take a cab. Avalanche. So $20 should be really strong psychological support. Our next line is 2078. So if that fails, then 20's right below that, obviously. We'll see where the market takes us. Chainlink also closed red. Nice wick. We lost 1750 after getting a little bounce and then closed above 1583, which is good. Flexa said he could have said succumb. Oh, suck you bum. Suck you bum. There's too many plays on words. We could go with this. Why is the chair making noise? I'm so alarmed. Tyler's coming in with like a half-hour late guess. Thank you for your attempt, Mr. Tyler. Unfortunately, you're late. But yeah, Chainlink support 1583. We'll see what comes of it. Doge also closed down. It did close above 20 though. 20 should be. Zero said demon rave bus. I might get on a demon rave bus. That sounds like that'd be crazy time. Are they succumbus though? Succumbus. Mr. Roberts said succubus for the rest of us. You're spelling it wrong, Mr. Roberts. I specifically told it suck you bus. Like technically 3 separate words, but all mushed together. Which is a bus where people suck you. Doge support at 20. If we break that, 1868. Otherwise, maybe look for a rebound at 21. Near broke support at 2.5. Currently sitting at 2.4. Found support at 234. I don't know. But he'd said if I'll call it a succumbus sounds better. Succumbus sounds hilarious to me. It's literally a plumbus that you succumb to. You've succumbed to a plumbus. Succumbus? Oh no! Oh no! Flexer ruined it. Mr. Roberts said, "Suck you bus for the rest of us." Right, this is getting out of control. Neo looks good. We got buy pressure. Volume's ticking up. It is oversold on the 4 hour, and you do got a green dot on your momentum wave. Chili's looks like crap. We'll see if it starts to pump though. We got some buy pressure, some buy wicks. But he said yes. Silver. Oh, silver rebounding a little bit. 37. It held 36. Look at that. That's exciting. MicroStrategy dumping even more. Currently sitting at 366. 500 is a little bit further away than it was before. This is a little bit alarming here. That is a bongo cat pattern if I've ever seen one. And a bongo cat pattern is usually bullish in the RSI, bearish in the chart. So we'll see what happens. Zero said we need a coin for it now. Ooh, that'd be fun. Maybe that's our coin, succubus. DXY, very dumpy. Rejected 100. Let's go. That's what we wanted to see, I think. Am I right? Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. You got to ask the market maker how they feel. NASDAQ, very, very dumpy again, 2 days in a row. And S&P also, oh, big gap down for the S&P. Not looking too hot. We should find support around 61.47, though, from our previous peak. So the big rises come with pullbacks. 4 hour RSI almost oversold, not quite there. Bitcoin dominance 62.08. It is breaking up, which is bad for alts. We shall see what happens, though. We shall see. Bitcoin 113, 285, and 276 and 47 cents. Congratulations, Josh, once again on your victory. We do have an indecisive candle on the 4 hour time frame for Bitcoin that we just closed. Currently, it's trying to make that decision if it wants to go up or down. We got some news articles to go through. President Trump raises tariffs on Canada to 35% from 25%. Bitcoin fell under 115K. We know that it's at 113 right now. $400 million was liquidated from the crypto market past 4 hours. That was 23 hours ago. U.S. economy added 73,000 jobs in July, lower than expectations. President Trump slams Fed Chair Jerome Powell. Too little, too late, Jerome. Too late, Powell is a disaster. Drop the rate. The good news is that tariffs are bringing billions of dollars into the USA. He still looks like the Keebler elf. Just in, Treasury Secretary Bessent says we are exploring new possibilities in decentralized computing and digital payments to unlock the potential of blockchain technology. Treasury Secretary Bessent says the U.S. has entered the golden age of crypto. Too bad that's not really relevant in the prices, Mr. Bessent. Get to pumping. $805 million liquidated from the cryptocurrency market in the past 24 hours. This was 9 hours ago. SEC to host crypto roundtables across the U.S. That's actually pretty sick. I might look into where those are going to be and if it's politicians only, because I think that'd be cool to go to. President Trump says job numbers are being produced by a Biden appointee. That's actually really funny. President Trump says today's job numbers were rigged to make him look bad. Federal Reserve Governor Kugler resigns from the Fed board. This one was crazy. $1.11 trillion wiped out from the U.S. stock market today. Dang. McDonald's was green. Walmart was green. AT&T. What is that? Charter? I don't know who that is. This is cute. All little logos. Disney was red. Uh-oh. All right, next we got Marty Party saying Scotty's not wrong. Scottie Pippen said it's the shakeout before the breakout, which I support. Not financial advice, though, of course. S&P 500, notable. Previous all-time high range as major support, white line. That is what I pointed out, actually. Gap to fill on the way back up. There you go, ladies and gents. There you go. We're looking around 61. We're at 62.38 right now. No big deal. Next, we got Stock Money Lizards. As I said, you will get your chance to get in, and yet many FOMO bought and are once again desperate. This isn't panic mode. This is an opportunity to scale in at predefined levels, one by one, limit by limit. The deeper we retrace, the better. You'll earn what's rightfully yours in a couple of months. Those who buy the green and sell red candles are and will always be the exit liquidity. Not financial advice. Do your own research. Altcoins, Bitcoin. I love that. Word for word. Those who buy the green and sell the red are and will always be the exit liquidity. Don't be exit liquidity, ladies and gentlemen. Make sure you smash the like button and subscribe if you're new. We also got fair value gap partially filled. This was 13 hours ago. Not sure if this is already it, but I have been starting to fill up my Bitcoin trading position between 114 and 115. Fair value gap looks around 112 to 116. Tom Selleck said Scotty doesn't know. Don't tell Scotty because Scotty doesn't know. I concur. My favorite is the fact that Scottie Pippen insists that he met Satoshi Nakamoto in like 1990 or whatever. That shit cracks me up. And Michael Saylor doing the double take. He goes like, huh? When he says that, it's so good. What a goofy guy. Next we got Bitcoin CME gap closed. Look at that, guys. You guys were looking for the CME gap to close. I don't think it closed, but this guy says it closed. Oh no, it should have closed now. We should be closed now. That's eye-catching. Mr. Rabber said, great tune, Tommy. Mustache also posted altcoins. Most out there have no idea what altcoins have in store for us. Exciting times, folks. Ladies and gents, I concur. We got a beautiful chart here. 2018 to 2020. Breakout, chop, chop, explosion. 2022 to 2024. Breakout, chop, chop, explosion. Looks pretty good to me. The time frame, though, increases substantially from this one to this one. But who knows? We'll see what happens. Then we got Crypto Elites. Bitcoin made its move. Ethereum had its run. Now it's finally the time for altcoins. I don't know if that's entirely accurate, honestly. If that was Bitcoin's move, followed by Ethereum. Why did Ethereum get like... you literally only got like 5 minutes. That's pretty odd. And then Mr. Crypto posted, altcoins are setting up just like in the previous cycles. If history repeats, a massive altcoin pump is imminent. We got upwards chop, explosion, upwards chop, explosion, upwards chop, explosion. Looks pretty good. Bear trap, bear trap, bear trap. I love it. Love it, love it, love it. We will see where we end up. Ladies and gents, portfolio update. Bitcoin 113,369. Very quiet. The chair is making noise again. Why is it doing that? What is that from? It's like, what is that? That's gonna bug me. Is it this? Oh. Okay, it's the locking handle. I understand now. My fat ass is just breaking the damn chair. Congratulations, Josh, once again on your victory. Enjoy your hot dog. Tyler said, who won the daily close contest? Our good friend Josh. You know Josh. Tom Selleck said, nice that you got the reference, robbers. I got the reference too. I just didn't. You're not supposed to acknowledge the reference. Cheers, guys. Happy Friday. Happy DCA day. I am glad that you guys are joining me on this lovely Friday evening. Tyler said, what the F is Josh? Don't be rude. How do you not remember Josh? You're literally a mod and you don't remember Josh. That's crazy. You're messing with me. Yeah, Tyler said, so every bear trap is the bear trap before. Exactly. One of these times, we're going to strike the iron and the market's going to explode and we're going to go, told you. And I'm never, ever, ever going to shut up about it after that. It's going to be hilarious. All right, article update. Not article update, I'm sorry. Portfolio update. A 1K to 10K Grok portfolio is filing bankruptcy. Currently down $136. Not looking too good. Sol, Render, Proppy, Ada, and Ando holding her up. Fetch, Doge, Near, Shib, and Aptos dragging her down. Next, we got our Memecoin portfolio, which is down $76, $77. SNEK still holding above Giga. Still just chilling at that 145 area. I feel like it's been 145 for like a year. Whip still in profit 64. Pepe's in profit 20. Doge is down. SNEK is down, and Giga is down. Then we got our narrative portfolio. Still in profit? Yes, it is. Still in profit, $58. This is the best performer in my favorite portfolio for that exact reason. Currently, 2 assets are negative. This portfolio is made up of 1 meme coin, 1 artificial intelligence coin, 1 real world asset coin, 1 decentralized physical infrastructure coin, and 1 gaming coin. It is absolutely killing it. Currently, VeChain is down $17. Mana's down $1. Fetch is up $8. Tau is up $18. And Pepe's up $49. This portfolio is absolutely killing it. Then we got our perfect entry portfolio. Told you guys we should wait, and we waited. And I think today's the day to add to the perfect entry portfolio. What do you guys think? I need 4 assets in the chat. Go. 1 per person. Pick your asset as long as it is not SWI, Chainlink, Sol, ETH, or Render. We need 1 asset from 4 different people. And then we're going to do a poll and vote on that asset being added to the perfect entry portfolio. Ladies and gentlemen, get your assets in. I need you to stick your asset in the chat. Is Pinlink on here? Yes, it is. Okay, Pinlink is numero uno. Sushi, Curve. What do we got? One more. Who's it going to be? I think it's going to be Mr. Robbers. Perhaps Gourmet Brands of Brooklyn. Or Fahid. I think it's going to be Mr. Robbers. Asset number 4. Numero. What is it? Cuatro? I never learned how to say that. Everyone could count to 10 in Spanish except for me. I think I gave up after like after 3. That's so stupid. Give me the 4th asset, ladies and gents. We got Pinlink, Sushi, Curve, and 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 nothing. 19 people here, and only 3 people can reply in the chat. Chewy said, give up. It's time for your regular job again. Tyler said 30 minutes later. And Chewy, what do you got for us? Give us an asset, my friend, for the perfect entry portfolio. Tom Selexcoat said, JJ can't math in English or Spanish. That's true. Maybe that's my problem. Is there any famous Spanish mathematicians? Oh, Gourmet Brands of Brooklyn said I'm blank. Too many to choose from. Analysis paralysis. What? HBAR and Ondo. Oh, we don't have Ondo on there. Interesting. Okay. Ladies and gentlemen. Okay, Chewy said Ondo. We're going Ondo. I like it. Oh, what are we adding to the perfect entry portfolio today? Huh? We got Pinlink. We got Sushi. We got Curve. And Ondo. Go. Oh, John Ozar said frog. Mr. John. Probably not tomorrow. So we've been adding to the perfect entry portfolio every week or so. And the idea is to get good entries. We waited, the price was dumping, we waited a little bit more. Yesterday I said it's probably gonna dump some more. We waited. Today's the day, we're gonna add to it. We got our first 4. So if you wanna tune into the stream on a regular basis, you can catch us next time and suggest frog, and then it'll be on the poll to add next. Currently we have 3 votes, all 100% Ondo. Interesting. We got 17 people watching, guys. Don't forget to smash the like button. I appreciate you guys for joining. Happy Friday. I'm so stoked that it's Friday. I'm glad I'm out of work. I'm glad I don't have to go to work tomorrow. Did I tell you guys I broke my vacuum? I broke the vacuum. I ordered a motor. And then, no joke, it got lost in the mail. Never happened to me before. Ever. So, I had to let the guy know, and he's sending me another one, supposedly. Hopefully I get it, because I just want a vacuum. That's all I want is to fix my vacuum. I ordered the damn vacuum motor so that I can fix my vacuum. 7 votes, 86% Ondo, 14% Curve, 0 Sushi, 0 Pinlake. What a poll. What a poll. Wow. Guys, if you can get me up to, what's happening? Give me up to 9. Give me up to 9 votes. 2 more votes. Flexa said, broken how? What were you sucking? Okay. My air conditioner was dirty. I could replace my air conditioner. Mind you, this air conditioner was free. I put it in the cart. We got a bunch of groceries. This was like 5 years ago. It's an old air conditioner. And it runs every single day for 3 months out of the year. Possibly 4 or 5, 6 months. Most of the year, probably over half of the year, it runs every single day. I put it in the cart. We got groceries. They didn't ring up the air conditioner. I wasn't going to say anything. I just left. They were like $67. I'm like, okay. Swipe my card. I leave. And I'm like, we got a free air conditioner. So I have a free air conditioner in my window. $200 air conditioner. And the vacuum is the first big, like, adult purchase item. We had never bought a TV. I bought monitors and stuff. Our big TV in the living room was a hand-me-down, whatever. There's, like, stupid small stuff. But I had, like, garbage picked vacuum. We bought a couple of cheap vacuums and stuff. I fixed them up. This was our first vacuum that we purchased. And we spent, it was like a $300 vacuum. It was on sale. And it's a beautiful vacuum, dude. And I'm like, the air conditioner's dirty. I take the vacuum. I put all the fancy attachments on, and I'm fucking sucking all the shit out of the air conditioner. And it's doing great, dude. It's doing great. I'm like, I got a pipe cleaner thing, and I'm fucking jamming it in the hole because the hole was all plugged up. I had to clean out the hole. And then I sucked some more shit. And I sucked up a little bit of water. I was like, uh-oh. I sucked up a little bit of water. No big deal. Vacuum worked fine still. I'm like, okay, whatever. I shut it off. Here's where the problem starts. I didn't clean out the vacuum. Like, I emptied it, but the water had gone through the reservoir into the filters, which are on top of the motor. I had no recollection. I'm not aware of how the anatomy of vacuums work. I am now, because I've completely open heart surgery this vacuum. I was at a point where I was going to rebuild the motor, but it pissed me off so bad, so I just bought a new motor. Probably 3-4 days go by. Fiance goes to use the vacuum. She's like, the vacuum's broken. And I was like, what? She's like, the vacuum's broken. I was like, that's weird. It was working the other day. I plug it in, I turn it on, nothing happens. I open it up. There's fucking water everywhere, past the filter, on the motor. And the motor's like just exposed metal parts. So it's ruined. I take it out, I clean it, I do everything. I do this like 3 or 4 times. I riced it for like a week. I almost bought silica gel just to dry it out better. Eventually I gave up. I was like, I'm either going to buy a new vacuum or we're getting a motor to fix it. I'm trying the motor. The motor doesn't work, I gotta go buy a new vacuum, and I just wasted an extra $30-40 on the motor. But hopefully the motor works. Vacuuming an air conditioner is a major top signal. So technically, karma led me to pay for the air conditioner via breaking the vacuum. I sacrificed our purchased vacuum to save our free air conditioner. The vacuum served us well. Hopefully the heart transplant does the job. Thank you guys for listening. Chewy said it's not a free air conditioner. You stole an air conditioner. I went through checkout and they didn't ring it up. Why is that my problem? I went through checkout with every item. They checked me out. And then I walked through the door. I paid for everything that I was required to pay for according to the cashier. If they need that paid for, they need to talk to the cashier. I'm just saying, this was like 5 or 6 years ago. Anyway, this, whatever the statute of limitations was, or is how long ago it was. It's a little bit longer, actually. Tom Selleck Scout said, okay, now we got to know what brand is the vacuum. It's a Shark. It's a Shark, of course. It's a Shark. I'm a brand loyalist and a Shark Maxi now because it's a damn good vacuum. Beautiful vacuum. I should have made you guys guess. All right, guys, we got 9 votes, which is what I was requiring for the poll. Ando takes the win with 77%, followed by Pinlink with 11, Curve with 11, and Sushi with 0. Ladies and gents, Ando's being added. $100 buy. Hopefully the bottom. Chewy said, that's the problem with society, no morals. Chewy, what morals am I required to have for fucking Walmart? They can literally lick my taint. If you need me to have morals for Walmart, then I don't really give a shit. Sorry. If it was like mom and pop shop, then sure, that's fucked up. I wouldn't steal from a mom and pop shop. Walmart, that's not stealing. They didn't ring me up. Not my fucking problem. What do we got? What do we got? Ando is 89.6 cents. So I'm going to do $100 divided by 0.896. So I need to buy 111.6 Ando at coin. Ando 111.6071. Done. Did I do it right? $99. Yes, let's go. Let's go. Beautiful. The perfect entry portfolio is complete. Chewy said, LOL, you twisted, bro. Try me. You have no idea. Clearly you weren't here earlier, Chewy. There was a spider in my shirt, and I got up, and I was like, I looked at the camera, I said, there's a spider in my shirt. I got up, I pulled it out, I put it in front of the camera, and I bit its head off, and then I fucking snorted its body. And then I hucked a loogie, spit it out into my hand, and I threw it at the fucking window. It's still on the window right now. I definitely didn't scream like a little girl and change shirts. That did not happen. I did all that crazy badass manly shit instead. Chewy said, just admit you stole it. Don't lie to yourself. Like I said, man, I went through the checkout. If I had walked out the door with it, then that's stolen. I went through checkout. I paid for my items and I left. Not my fault there was a 100% coupon on the air conditioner. That was unbeknownst to me. But I accepted. I did not question God's gift. Thank you, God. Who are you to question the will of the Father? Now I'm really gonna get in trouble. All right. You left knowing you didn't pay for it? I didn't know until I actually got into the parking lot and legit. I was like looking and I was like, wait a minute. Because I'm okay with it, honestly. I really am. Totally okay with that. You can't justify theft. Like I said, man, that depends on your definition. You think it's theft? I think I was given a free air conditioner by Walmart. The Walmart gods blessed me with a free air conditioner. Which again, maybe I paid it forward. How do you know? You don't know me, man. All right. Bitcoin 113,526 and 77 cents. Congratulations, Josh, once again. If you are still here, if you're not still here, then you suck. But if you are still here, then you're awesome. And congratulations. Bitcoin dominance, 62.08%. Let's see if our little voodoo magic will work in pushing it down. This looks like a music note. My exclamation point got butchered. What else do we got? What else do we got? Market's quiet. Total 3. Where would I look for support here? Let's see. Yeah, man, it sucks, but like I said, we could go down to this 857. We could even go past it. The trend line is marking these little support zones. We do get a little like violent fake out beforehand. Now, I guess what I would hope for, because right here you get a little baby bounce, and then your violence, and then your recovery. Baby bounce, violence, and then recovery. This is, in my opinion, a little bit bigger than a baby bounce. So maybe we're going down to this 939 support from back here. I wouldn't be mad at that. Tom Solix said he went Ozzy on that spider. 100%. That was entirely inspired by Ozzy, actually. Chewy said, you saying you didn't steal it is like a man calling himself a woman. Again, man, that's your opinion. That is totally your opinion.
Let's see. Yeah, I could see the support being that 939.16 billion. Otherwise, maybe the median, like right here, 910. I guess I would just count on 9. Let's just count on 900 billion. If we go below that, then we're probably going to our purple trend line. My concept here is that, make this a dotted line, hang on. Concept here is that the move has increased substantially in size, so the pullback should not go all the way back down to the purple trend line. It could. Maybe that's the thing. Maybe instead of doing the break below the purple trend line, maybe our chop will be up here and our break will just touch the purple trend line. Maybe that's what's going to happen. Instead of going below it and then chopping, we go to it and then recover and chop above. Volume. Look at the volume, man. Ooh. Spicy, spicy volume. HQZ said healthy pullback. It seems like it so far. It really does. Total 3. And everybody can back check this. We're down 11% from the Pico top right now. Let's go to the last bull market. Last bull market, 2021. Here we go. So once alt season actually kicked off, March, let's say April, May. Let's just do this one, this big violent one. So from the wick, Pico top to the Pico bottom, that's 37% right there. So if we're right here, we got another 27% to go. Not saying that's where we're at. Just giving an example. That was right before the top. Before that, from the peak to the valley, 34%. In this pullback, 34%. Let's even do right here. Peak to valley, 20%. There's your 20% that I was talking about. 20% pullback right there. Even this candle right here on the daily, that's, oh my gosh. This candle is minus 6.66%. That's actually kind of crazy. So besides that, after we peaked, our first major pullback after the actual like downtrend, 43%. This one was huge. This one, that's a 57, followed by a 43, followed by a 23, which was then rebounded 140%, which nobody was expecting. And then that retraced 28%, and then recovered almost immediately 30%, and then retraced 20%, and then recovered 20%, and then retraced 14%, and that happened frequently. Look at this. Look at this volatility. Each candle, dude. Like this big one right here, top to bottom, that's an 18% candle. And this is total 3. So that means that some alts got decimated. This guy, top to bottom, another 16%. Bottom to top, and the green one following, 17%. These are big moves. 12%, bottom to top up here. Actually, I'll go top to bottom because that's a red one. 20%. 20% pullbacks are commonplace. Almost daily, apparently. Jeez, I can't imagine, dude. That's some crazy volatility. That's how you know, like, when it's just 20% up, 20% down, 20% up, 20% down. That's how you know we're in a bull market. Right now, we've been getting small time moves. We got a 5.6% right here. Actually, I got to measure the candle body, or the wicks as well, so hold on. This guy, 8%. That's a big one. That's the big one right there, was 8%. This guy, 7%. This guy, 7%. I'm not saying anything. I don't think we've entered a bull market yet. for altcoins. We have not entered alt season. Unverified said Ben Cowan would say JJ didn't steal because the AC went to 0 on its Bitcoin pair. Bam. Look at that. If it has no value, then it holds no value. I just made that up. I love it though. I love it. Okay. Bitcoin's still green. 113, 562.59, looking good. I'm loving this new chair, man. Besides whatever the hell touched me earlier, freaked me out, I'm loving the chair. I'm assuming that that touching was affiliated with the chair. Alright, guys. Probably going to call it. Hopefully I got to hop back on later for some crazy Bitcoin price action. But until then, I'm going to go get some food in my body. And, I don't know, maybe start working on a script for another fun video. Appreciate you guys for hanging out. Happy Friday. I don't know. As always, Bitcoin starts to do anything crazy, I'll hop back on. Otherwise, I will see you all tomorrow. Thank you for stopping by, and good night.